Hey guys, so today's video is a what's in my bag video, which I believe I haven't done for a while, but do correct me if I'm wrong. I'll probably go look back, and I did one like 2 weeks ago, but there we are. Style inspiration today is Stephen from the Bake Off, clearly. And I got this t-shirt, top, polo shirt, don't know what to call it, in Top Man, and that was in my last haul. So I'll leave a link iCard, wherever that is, there, so you can go check that out to see what more I brought as well, because you know I've got a shopping addiction. But today's video, we're going to look at what is in my bag for work. I have done a previous what's in my bag with a mini review. I have got updates for you on the review of this, so it's going to be like a what's in my bag and review, so let's just get on in. This bag is Ted Baker one, not sure what the name is or anything. I got this in the Vista Village outlet store, so it was like half-ish, well not really, it was money off. Its retail was 109 at that point. I got this last year, I think I got it in 2016, and the retail price was 109, I got it for 69, so quite a significant amount off. Would I recommend this? No. Right, so it's not leather, but I knew that at the start. Can we, I don't know if you can see, can we have a look at the handle here? This is completely ruined. When I worked in my office in my hometown before I started commuting to London, I used to hold this a lot because I used to just walk from my car to the office, from the office to my car. So it was just easier to hold it by this handle than putting it on my shoulder with the long strap. So that has completely buggered this. These, it looks a bit messy. And I like to use, well, I exclusively use this for work. I haven't changed out my bag for work for like literally a year and a half. I used to change it out. I used to have a couple of bags, I still do, but I do exclusively use this for work, so I've used this every work day for a year and a half. So it is looking a bit worn, particularly here. I don't know if you can see, if I do that, you can see like bits dropping and like it's all come off here. It annoys me, so I wouldn't recommend buying a bag like this if that's going to annoy you. If that's not going to annoy you, go for it. Also, these straps just are really annoying. If I lay my bag down and I accidentally hold it up, like this gets caught up like that, it's going to stay like that. Also, there is a lot of wear on these bits, but that's to be expected. But apart from that, it looks pretty good. It's just this bit that annoys me, I suppose. I have cut off bits. It's like bad on the back as well, not that you're going to be able to see, but I have cut off bits to make it not look so bad, but I'm just going to live with it now. So personally, I wouldn't, knowing what I know now, I wouldn't buy this because I liked my bag to look new, and this just looks really tatty. If you hold it, you can't see it, but primarily now that I'm commuting to London, I use the shoulder strap rather than the handle, so it does make it look a bit tatty. But other than that, wear wise, like there's not a scratch on it, and I'm not really that careful about the bag, it's just the handle. Opening the bag up, there is this print on the inside. It's on here and actually in the bag. There is there's the main pocket here, which has a separate back pocket. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it here, which is where you can put a laptop, and it's also got a front zippered compartment here, and then there's also this pocket at the front. Gonna dive into the big main pocket first. Umbrella. Luckily I haven't used this yet. Well, actually no, that's a lie, but in London I haven't used this yet. Probably will, because we're getting into like autumn, winter now. It is autumn, so going to be using this more. Can I just add, how is it October? But yeah, umbrella. This is probably, no idea where it's from, like Tesco's or something. I put a water bottle in here. When I go to work, this is full. I drink so much water, literally 8 litres a day, probably at an estimated conservative estimate, can't speak. In my London office it's not quite so much because I have to walk up 3 flights of stairs to get water, so I try and ration it a bit more, but I take one of these full because when I'm on the train, I'm on an hour train, so I'm like thirsty all the time. So if I need a drink, like an emergency drink, I've got this to hand. I don't really use it in the morning. On the way home, it's a lifesaver. I literally drink the whole thing. I have... This is my lunchbox. This is a Clinton bag. I normally just take a sandwich and then brioche. I have got brioche still in here because the other day I went to KFC rather than eating my lunch. But yeah, I just normally take a sandwich and then a brioche and then a go-ahead bar and some hula hoops because I am full. What else is in the main compartment is this, which is a cardigan, which is from ASOS. It is just, you probably aren't going to see it. If I put it on, you probably aren't going to see it either. But I would have probably shown this in a haul probably nearly 2 years ago. It's just a cable knit cardigan with no buttons or anything. It's just really easy to put on if I'm cold. Not that I really get cold, but I have been cold a few times in the office in London, but that's because they have the windows open and I sit right next to the window because their aircon is broken. But it's just a really good cardigan to just roll up into your bag, and it's really like thin, so it will keep you warm but won't keep you too warm and get really hot, and there's no buttons so you don't need to worry about putting it over your head or anything like that. So it's just really good just to throw in my bag, and it squishes up nice and small as well. A good way of clearing out my bag because there's stuff like a Tesco receipt and a tissue at the bottom. That was everything in like the main compartment. It doesn't really hold too much, but for example, sometimes I used to walk to work if I am still in the office in my hometown, and that I would put my work shoes in here, so it does fit them at a squeeze. The back pocket holds this like tote bag, which is from Primark. It was like £1.50. I just fold it up and keep it in the back just in case I buy anything at lunchtime or I need to take something home and it won't fit in my bag. I've got an extra bag ready on the go. Did come in useful last week actually, I took something home. Also in the back compartment is chargers. I have 2 in my bag. First one is just the conventional iPhone charger, which I do have with the plug adapter and like just the normal USB, which I can plug into my thin client at work. Depends. I haven't actually used this at London yet, which I'm really surprised at because I use my phone on the train going and to from work, you know what I mean. But I don't think there's any free plugs, so I will have to plug it into my computer. But I do keep this in my bag. In my old office in my hometown, I used to just keep this in my drawer, but my drawer locked there, and it doesn't in my London office, so keep it in my bag just in case for emergencies on the train. Not that any of the trains that I've got on yet have plug sockets, but sometimes they do. So this is why I keep this in my bag as well, which is a portable charger, which has a cable in already. This it does have a charge, although I charged it a long time ago, like before Amsterdam. So yeah, hopefully it's still got a charger on. Haven't actually used it yet. This was from Primark. I think it was £6, £4 or £6, 4, 5, 6, something like that. And then literally behind here, I've got a paper chase bag. Okay, that's where that was. And then just random notes and things. What even is this? I know what that is. So that's all I really have in the back thing. Oh, I also have this. Pretty random. It's a tubey grip. I had my arm like a few months ago and I was using that, so that's just in my bag, just in case, apparently. Now moving on, we literally got through all of that. Moving on to this compartment here, which actually does zip, but I never use the zip. I just leave it open, just for convenience, really. I could zip it with the amount of stuff I have in there. I do keep a lot of stuff in there. It's literally like personal items. You'll see. For example, headphones. I've got an iPhone 7 Plus. Keep that in that pocket as well, like literally on the top, unless it's in my hand. Most of the time it will be in my hand, like on the train it's in my hand, but like on the way to work I put it in there so make sure I don't forget it, and then when I get to work I put it in there. So yeah, it just fits. But I have these headphones which are from Sony. I like these ones. So I don't like the in-ear ones, but I like these ones which kind of just rest in your ear, the ones that you don't have to like force in your ear. And I also have the adapter for the iPhone 7 because of the stupid thing. I haven't actually used the AirPods yet, but I'm literally so scared because I feel like they're going to fall out of my ear. So the next thing in that like personal pocket is this, which is what I keep my travel card, season ticket and Oyster card in, because I need those to hand. I don't want to faff around in my actual wallet, which I also keep in there, which is this one from Ted Baker. This is from Aspinall of London. I'll link the unboxing I did of this in my favourite colour. Love it. By the way, I went to IKEA yesterday. They have like everything in this colour, which really excites me. I wish I was moving out so I could buy like all my pots and pans in that colour. And I kind of really do want to, because yeah, but anyway, yeah, I keep my season ticket in here, so I've got it to hand. I don't need my season ticket to get on the train because the station I get on at doesn't have barriers, but when I get to London, obviously need it. They never have ticket inspectors on our trains either because it's like 2 separate trains and there's millions of people, so they wouldn't be able to get through anyway. Like the carriages, there's like 3 carriages, then 3 carriages, which are 2 separate trains but they're joined, if that makes any sense. But yeah, I keep them in here so they're easy to hand, so I can just whip it out and I don't have to faff going around my actual wallet. So I keep those in that pocket as well. And then again, I just have a receipt for Tesco's apparently, and then something that fell off my car keys. Then moving on to this compartment, this one at the front here. There's not much in here. Well, there is, but it's all junk. So for example, I've got my favourite lip balm in here. This is literally the only one I'll use. It's from Neutrogena, yeah, in the Norwegian formula, and it's just called Lips, but it's got SPF 20 in it, and this is the only one I use. Don't use it that much, but when I need it now, and it's matte. It's like, it doesn't look glossy on the lips, which I don't want that. So I keep that in there when I go to work. This sits on my bedside table, and then when I'm going to work, it goes in there. I've got some I do have some ibuprofen. This is the empty packet. They've fallen out. So yeah, and then I've got some tissues, and literally just junk. I've got I've got train tickets, I've got just random stuff, I've got plasters, I've got the pocket train timetable that I've got, which is actually, I need to get a new one because they're changing, but I do have it on my phone as well. I've got plasters, I've got receipts, I've got a £5 off number 5 skincare if anyone wants that. So yeah, that is what I keep in my bag. It's not a lot. It's my essentials that I need for work and stuff that I need to for work. So yeah, I should probably keep a pen in my bag. Have I got one? No. That would be a good idea, wouldn't it? But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. It wasn't very quick. I've had to restart filming twice. But yeah, hope you guys are well. Thank you so much for watching. Tell me what's in your bag that you take to work, or have you got any recommendations for new bags, because I am looking for a new one because the handle of this bag really annoys me. I'm looking at the June one, which I've seen on some people's Instagrams, but I don't have a June near me, and Actually, the one near me closed because I nearly went in it, but it wasn't there anymore. So yeah, hope you guys are well. Thank you so much for watching.